Wetsu madume, primening eno di go kopanya le nna Kudzani Nametso Mudala. Banne ba motse wa Metsimotlhabe ba supile matshwenyego a bone mabapi le mothabo o tsewa mo nokeng ya Metsimotlhabe e se ka fa molaong. Ba supa fa ba lekile go itsise ba sepodisi mme seo le sone sa se ka sa ba tswa thuso ka banne ba supa fa dilori tse di tsayang motlhaba di lala di tsaya mothaba masego gare go robetswe mme noka e yone e setse e tswa mo seemong sa yone.
Dumelang motswana ko gae, welcome to Lesedi TV and I am Thalosele Kopanya. Tsatsi la gompieno re tsile mo nokeng ya Metsimotlhabe gone go thothomisa kgang ya gore ditlhopha tsa Batswana le ditlhopha tsa Batswakwa ba ta mo nokeng yone ya Metsimotlhabe go ta go tsaya mothaba ka tsela e seng ka ga molaong ba o rekisetsa Batswana ko nte go dira ditiro tse di harologaneng. Se ntsha noka ya Metsimotlhabe mo setshwanong sa yone jaaka o bona ko morago game go tetse methala ya diteraka, go tetse dikhuti, mabotlana a one noka ya Metsimotlhabe ebile a setse a ole.
Re ne re sala rona re le baagi ba Metsimotlhabe re sa bolo go nna mo Metsimotlhabe a isa a senyega. Ne re na le mosola le mokae kana re simolotse re enwa mo go yone. Ne re nosa ne re shaola re gelela mo dibeng tsa Metsimotlhabe. Re dira dibanaela tsa Setswana tse re gelelang ka segoya. Re tshwenyegile ka motlhaba. Masimbakwe ba tsaya motlhaba mo nokeng ya Metsimotlhabe mo e leng gore le go ka re wa reporta na re ripotile gantsi re ntse re bua le mapodisi gore re tshwenyegile batho ba tsaya motlhaba ne re tle re ba latile rona ka namana re ba latile mo nokeng ya Metsimotlhabe re ra ba koba re bitsa le mapodisi ba sia ka nakwana ba buile mo go rang gore ya mo malatsing itse re ba lebile hela ya ga se tlhoritse re ka re le ga ba feta yana ga ba lebe gore ba feta ka diarata batho ba re thetse le role hela motsharo tlheo diteraka tse di tona di a hapakana engwe ga etswa engwe ya tsena engwe ga etswa engwe ya tsena mo ra re mapodisi ra ba begela rra bone ba tsamaya ne khele go sa solege molemo ga ba tswa yana bona teraka e wela ga ba tswa yana bona teraka e wela batho hela ba hapana le mapodisi ya a se se tona se le mo se tshwentse ba tsena bosigo ga re itse boroko nka re go le kana o bore ga bayo tla re bosigo hela ka bo 12 di simolla diteraka di tlo go phatlalla ka 5 o'clock ke gone di a re tuditse re anwa batho ba theogela batho ba tsogile
ba tsaya motlhaba bosigo le motshegare ga re robale le rona le lebelo ba heta ka lebelo gona dikuku tsa rona di na di le mo mathateng gore maloba ile a ke tsamaya ka kwa ke bone tse dingwe di tipela gale tse dingwe di laisa di gore di aga borone tse di tswa ko mo malapong di tipela ko mosetleng engwe ya laisa ko mosetleng ko isang teng yaanong seema se teng a sa nna sentle ka gore molapo o senyegile dikgomo tsa rona di nwa mo molapong mo le rona re dira bore nwa mo molapong mo re o dirisang yaanong ga go sa tlhogo ka tsena mo molapong o senyegile thata le rona re tsaba le go tsamaya ka dinao a toka ga malapang ka gore banna ba ka nna ba re bola re tsamaya ba tsaya gore re tlo go ba kopa re tsamayela kgakala ba theogetse re tsamaele ka gore ekile a re bogologolo re a teng ka ba re koba
matlo a rona a le role re nna ela re tshwentswe ke le role mo e leng gore ga o ka bua dira wa shene nakole ga o dirile wa shene go maitse ba go etsa ke le role hela mo matlong mona itlhele gona le role mo teng ga matlo di ditona matlo a rona a kereka ke di kerekela ka gore ga e feta gana o utlwa le wena gore go feta so se se boitshega yaanong kry-a gore ke sengwe sa dilo tse nna di re tshwenyang tlhere sa itse gore teraka reng yaanong nna ke kile ka nna le moakanya gore tota gate batho ba tikologo ba bonwa kae ka gore mapodisi ka re a leka ke re apalolwa ga nka ke re apalolwa ke tla re ba lekane ba ga ke itse gore go pala ga kae mme ke bona gore ke akaele gore ga ba tswa yana a gona le se se repota gore mapodisi a tsile bona ba renyele fela ga ba tswana ba wela.
Mo bokopanong jwa Absa Bank Botswana jwa maduo a madi a nakwana a 2025 banka e supile gore ke karolo ya maitlamo a bone go tshegetsa kgolo ya itsholelo ya Botswana le go e dira mefutafuta. Banka ya Absa e tsepamisitse mogopolo mo makalaneng a botlhokwa a tlhotlheletsang thabololo e leng lekalana la temothuo ka go tlamela ka ditharabololo tsa madi go balemi barui. lekalana la bojanala le lekalana la meepo ya kopore le le nang le bokgoni jo bo bonalang jwa kgolo.
I'm Kebinatshipi, currently the Managing Director of Absa Bank Botswana, and I have been leading the bank for the past 6 years. I think from our ambition or forward-looking, our strategy is going to be focused on few things. I think from growth perspective, we are going to be really aligning our growth ambition to sectors that are driving the country's diversification agenda. And secondly, the sectors that drive essential services to Botswana at large. And as a result of that, we are really going to be focusing on the agriculture, which is driving the food sustainability. We are going to be focusing on tourism, as we believe the sector has proven to be resilient, given that it is largely driven by tourists outside the country. The third aspect, we are going to be focusing on health as a basic need for every Botswana. We believe there would be opportunities for us to seize there. And then the other sector that are presenting really fairly new opportunities to explore are the renewable energy, also in line with the bigger diversification agenda. We have been the key player there. We were the first bank to list our green sustainable bond, and we've continued to see more leverage. I think while our diamond sector in Botswana is recovering, we've got to acknowledge the government's effort around mining diversification. And as the government diversify into other communities, we will continue to tail behind them and make sure that we seize opportunities that would come out of mining diversification. So I think for me, in this volatility and uncertainties, I must say, we also see opportunities beyond just growing in certain sectors, but also providing services that are relevant to this volatility that we are navigating. So we're going to increase our risk management, our financial advisory services, as also areas of growth.
The main drivers of Absa's financial performance in the first half of the year were as follows. Number one, the interest income was flat year on year, while non-funded income grew by 8% year on year. This resulted in a flat growth in total revenue. We saw a few of the segments posting quite some positive growth, with the retail segment posting a 9% growth in total revenue, while business banking posted a 9% growth in interest income. On the corporate and investment banking side, we were challenged by the macros, and that segment saw our revenue declining 14%. From a cost perspective, we saw an increase in expenses of 16%, that driven by a growth in staff costs, where the bank continued to invest in the requisite skills to keep us relevant in the future. Additionally, we continue to invest in our platform, as well as investing in ensuring that our compliance capacity is kept up to date. Overall, we also saw an increase in impairments, albeit from a very low base, given that in 2024 impairments were almost equal to zero. This increased impairments meant that our loan loss ratio was sitting at below 1%, which is within the acceptable norms for a loan book our size. We saw profit before impairments declining by 8% as a result of all the factors that I mentioned earlier. In addition, our profit before tax declined by about 27%, showing the fact that we are a resilient bank, as we posted return on equity, which was at 20.3%, significantly above the cost of capital for the bank.
How I think about the Absa results, I think it's really testament to just the challenging macroeconomic environment that the company finds itself in. And I think by and large, our expectation is that a lot of the banks that will be reporting their results over the next couple of days will continue to echo more or less the same sentiments around a weak and challenging macroeconomic environment. So some of the things we are looking out closely for are really things around liquidity, how these banks are navigating the liquidity environment, and you would have seen Absa talking about the challenging liquidity environment and the subsequent significant increase in their funding costs. We're also looking at credit risks. Obviously, at a time when the economy is not doing so well, you're worried about whether banks and households are able to afford their loans on a month-to-month basis, just largely driven by affordability concerns. So for me, I think those are the two things that are top of mind: the funding costs given the liquidity environment, as well as credit risks in terms of the quality of the loan book across the banks. And I think Absa's results are really testament to just how challenging that environment is. But the management team sounded quite constructive. They think that this is a short-term sort of headwind, and they expect to be able to navigate it a bit more strongly in the more medium to longer term. So that's what we're watching quite closely, and we're wishing the teams the best of luck for the next couple of months. We believe that it will be a challenging year for not just Absa in particular, but the banking sector as a whole.
I'd like to extend my sincere gratitude to all of you on behalf of the board. It is through your continued support that we've been able to navigate the complexities and challenges that our current macroeconomic environment has for us. And this is done in trying to ensure that our purpose of empowering Africa's tomorrow together, one story at a time, becomes a reality. It is my firm belief that the results that we've shared today indicate the commitment and zeal that the Absa family has in executing our strategy and ensuring that the bank remains on a strong footing. And on behalf of the board, I'd like to extend my appreciation to our managing director, the executive team, and all the colleagues for their dedication and hard work. I'd also like to thank our stakeholders, investors, regulators, partners, analysts, and the media for your engagement and confidence that you have in our vision. And lastly, as we approach Botswana's independence celebration, let me take this opportunity to wish you all a happy Independence Day in advance. And may we take this moment to remind us of our nation's progress thus far and the promise that we have for the future. Bagaetsho, as a bank, we remain committed to empowering Africa's tomorrow together, one story at a time.
Motswana ko lapeng, that was all we have for you on the Absa Bank Botswana 2025 interim financial results. Thank you for watching.
Go ne ga tshwara kopano ya bobegadikgang ya maemo a kwa godimo ka la boraro pele ga pontsho ya lefatshe lotlhe e tlang go tlhalosa dithogo tsa konokono tsa tirelo ya Global Expo Botswana ya monongwaga. Se ne le go senola tirisano mmogo e ntšha le ditsholofelo. Badiredi ba puso, baeteledipele le baemedi ba bobegadikgang ba ne ba kokwana go utwa pontsho ya togamano le dintshwafatso tsa thulaganyo tsa pontsho e.
Those who have been following and attending Global Expo over the past years, you will note that we've been focusing on the core key sectors of the economy. They are the traditional ones. They promote as a country. And this year we've been very intentional in recognizing the creative sector. We've also been very intentional in wanting to support and deliver deliberate support to the entrepreneurs. So I just want to highlight that this is really coming from our recently developed strategy, BITC, saying one of the key sectors that we've now prioritized under this organization is the creative sector. So previously, the creative sector did not form part of our key sectors. So in an effort to ably and impactfully support the sector, we decided to have an engagement at Global Expo. Gore re tle go utlwa ba e leng gore ba ntse ba le mo sectoring ba dira dilo ka go harologana, so that we are informed when we align our service offering to the service sector, but also aligned in developing a value proposition. E leng gore ha re tswela go ntse re batla go rekisa the Botswana creative sector, e be re itse gore it's informed by what really prevails and exists in the sector in the country. So that is a new development. We are looking to you to also support us, especially you with the media. We are very active in engaging and supporting the creative sector. So join us as we try and chart a new chapter for this sector.
Pontsho e tango ka dibui tsa selegae le tsa boditšhabatšhaba go akaretsa le babeeletsi ba ba ka nnang teng. Batsaya karolo ba ba solofetsweng ba akaretsa mafatshe a le 15 300 a dikgwebo le dikete tse 4 tsa batseneledi go tswa kwa Aforika Borwa yotlhe le kwa ntle ga yone. Global Expo Botswana 2025 e tla tshwara mo malatsing a le 4 kwa lefelong la bosetšhaba la dikopano kwa Gaborone le le rulaganyeditsweng go simolola ka diphalane a le bofera bobedi go ya go a le 10 ka fa tlase ga sethogo se se reng go lotlolola bokgoni jwa Botswana ditirisano mmogo tsa kgolo e e tswelelang. Dipontsho tse di rulagantswe ke lefelo la Botswana la dipeeletso le kgwebisano BITC. Mme maikaelelo a tsone ke go tlhofofatsa kgwebisano dipeeletso boitshimololedi le kananyo ya kitso.
One of the things that you probably are aware is the Pula Investment Conference that we had just briefed you on. It's an opportunity where SMMEs, including project promoters in general of different sizes, will be accorded an opportunity to have a pitch on their projects. Of course, with a view and intention to be able to strike deals. So if there's one great opportunity that is going to be provided this time around for SMMEs, it's the opportunity to make deals during the Pula conference event. But not only that, SMMEs are also going to be provided with opportunity for market access opportunities. One of the challenges that we need to admit as an economy, as an organization, is that generally we are a very small market economy. And we had said one of the objectives of the conference and the exhibition is to allow for B2B engagement. Of course, with the overall intention, now being specific to a question, for companies in the SME sector, large scale, and of course medium sector, to be able to engage one-on-one with their counterparts. Of course, with an opportunity to strike deals, to afford them an opportunity to access markets outside Botswana. One big collaboration we've been able to strike as a country, as an organization, is the country program that has been offered by a Exim Bank, $1.5 billion country program that a Exim Bank has accorded to Botswana. This is a program that is aimed at unlocking opportunities around agriculture, around dairy sector, around the development of our special economic zones. There's quite several other, but just because you are asking for one, I think this is one of the biggest deals that we've been able to achieve as Botswana.
There are multiple avenues. You can participate as an exhibitor, or as a conference delegate, or just as a visitor at the event. If you want to participate as an exhibitor, we have a booking form. For our local exhibitors, we charge around 12,600 per 9 square meter booth. And then for our conference delegates, we charge 5,000 Pula as delegate fee. And then for day visitors, you will be levied 50 Pula per day as you visit the expo. We have made a provision for our SMEs to participate. So anybody who is in the SME sector and they want to participate but are short of budget, they can always contact us, and then we can tailor-make a package for them.
The BITC members have briefed the members of the media on the upcoming Global Expo Botswana 2025, on the preparations, programming and the new features found in it, which will commence on the 8th until 11 October 2025. I am Lekopanye, Lesedi TV News.
Mogotsa metshameko o ratile Noe wa lebelo la 800 meters o tsere maemo a bone mo se ka makgaolakgang a gatisa nako ya 1 minute 58.43 seconds se se ra gore ga ana go fetela ko makgaolakgannye. Fatshepiso Masalela a ta fetela kwa makgaolakganyeng a banna a 800 meters ka rekoto ya 1 minute 43.80 seconds fa ke ithobogile Haingura ene a tsere maemo a borataru mme se se raya gore ga ana go tswelela pele mo kgaisanong.
Right here, Shapisa Masalela, qualified through to the next round. How are you feeling after that one?
Feeling great. So I had like sickness last week, so it's good to be feeling better into this heat.
Yeah, obviously, you know, you've got a couple of you guys from Botswana, like really strong in the 800. Must be really great to have like Botswana really coming up across all the different distances, right?
Yeah, we try to do like, because Nigel Evans was doing good here, we try to continue the legacy and keep moving forward.
Yeah, and the conditions out there, was it, you know, humidity, did it affect you at all, or was it okay?
We adapted to it because we've been here for like 2 weeks before the championship, so we're doing better. We adapted to the time difference, so we are doing better now.
And the experience of racing in this stadium?
It's so good. The people are loud, they are reacting very well to us when we do the vibes, so it's very, very beautiful.
Brilliant. Well, congratulations. Best of luck in the next round.
Thank you, sir.
Makgaolakgang a banna a 400 meters a neng a emetswe ke lefatshe lotlhe ka bophara. Botswana re bomampudi ba lefatshe le bafenyi ba bronze. Kebinatshipi o ne a taeteletse pele sethopa ka go rekota metsotswana e le 43.53 seconds fa Baya Pondori ene a tla mo maemong a boraro a rekota metsotswana e le 44.20 seconds. Tebogo a feditse mo maemong a bone mo makgaolakgang a lebelo la 200 meters a gatisa nako ya 19.65 seconds mme mampudi wa lebelo ke Noah Lyles yo o gatisitseng nako ya 19.52 seconds.
Lyles, 4 in a row. Usain Bolt did it, and now Noah Lyles has done it. 19.52, great running from Lyles.
Well, it was brilliant. They came round the corner. And with 70 to go, you started to wonder whether Lyles would relinquish his crown. Benarek started to close him down, but Lyles has emulated Usain Bolt 4 in a row. Bolts came in 09, 11, 13 and 15, but this is a different era with a new star on top. But the golden career of Noah Lyles over his favourite event just keeps on going and going.
It's number 4, baby, by the grace of God.
Wethu di felela fa sala o etisitse le mananeo a mangwe a Lesedi TV mme a reng go epelela ga o ta rona ka maikarabelo.